pick. He's developing skill-wise and talent-wise, is developing into a 20-point-a-game scorer. You don't just give up on them, or you don't. But there's still so much growth and maturity that needs to take place there in Jalen Green. But all of the talent is there, and you know he's there. I look at Jonathan Kuminga as the exact same. And when I look at Steph Curry is one of the most unique players to play with. There is a flow state. There is an understanding. There is a seeing things before things happen. There is you got to just keep moving it. There is a flow to playing with Steph Curry that's unique to other players. So your basketball IQ has to be fairly high because you're trying to maximize this superstar once in a generation player. I don't think his basketball IQ is bad, but I don't know he wants to prove, but Steph Curry's moving around. That's who you got to find and hit. If you're trying to prove, which you might be, but Steph Curry's moving around, both of those things don't mesh. Right? Steph Curry, we've said it, the way he plays and the movement and the movement offense with Draymond's so quick with those dribble handoffs. He's so quick with the pass cut, do this. Their movement offense is almost a flow state without thinking. And if you have a young player that's trying to develop and prove something within the flow state, that is very, very hard. So if he was in a place where he could grow and play, I think he's a 20-point-a-game scorer, 18 to 20-point-a-game scorer. I think he's an all-star caliber player. But in that system, that is not the best flow. And I'll give you one last example. Joe Johnson, when he was in Phoenix, I want to say he averaged like 15 points a game. But they recognized that he was playing 30 minutes a game at 15 points a game. Atlanta gave him all the money, and then he turned into ISO Joe. Then he turned into a 25-point-a-game scorer. James Harden was a six-man in in OKC. He goes and turns into Super James in Houston. So maybe he does need a different place, but I think the way the Warriors are playing, it didn't mesh with what individual goals are, and he's already won a championship. So he ain't trying. It ain't all about the team. It's about the bag.
Yeah, I agree, but I still think the Warriors are treading in dangerous waters when it comes down to this Kuminga situation, because we all could agree that this window with Steph and Jimmy and Draymond is probably max 2 years, maybe
3 years, 3 years.
All right, so what's next after that? Or the Warriors are not even thinking after that. My thing is this, right? And I say this and I look at it. Take this for example. And we know it's different, but okay, Richard, you started at ESPN, right? You've been at ESPN for a while. Allie, I've been at ESPN for a while, right? We basically had to work our way to where we at today, right? A lot of hurdles, a lot of politics, a lot of getting called into the principal office because we said some shit that didn't ruffle the feathers. Richard done been there, I done been there, right? Like we done had these conversations like, all right, man, keep your head part of it, move on, right? So I always look at it like this. I look at it like at ESPN, like you basically drafted a Richard Jefferson and a Kendrick Perkins. You developed them through your system, right? Through your system and how you go about doing things, and you elevated them to the top where Richard now is calling play-by-play in the NBA Finals, right? Like game, like at the highest level. You got me on countdown. Like, why would you give up on it? That's the same way I'm looking at Jonathan Kuminga. You drafted this young man. Ever since you drafted him, you never had to question anything about it. We've never heard reports about him working hard. He works his ass off. He's gotten better every single season. Did he take a step back last season? Absolutely he did.
I think some of that was a contract stress.
Right. Contract, Jimmy, he was injured, all that. But if you go and look at his points per game, it started elevating. Before last year, it was 16 points per game. Last year, 14 points per game. And now, it's like, my thing is, when you draft a guy in the lottery, because here's my thing. Everybody is always, when a trade is coming about, Allie, even with the Lakers, right? The Lakers are now holding on to these fucking picks. Everybody wanted to hold on to picks. Everybody was talking about New Orleans got an F for a grade because they gave up a pick from last year because they for next year because they traded up because they wanted to go get the guys that they wanted. If you value picks that much, but then when they get to the point that you actually use those picks and you draft guys in the lottery and you have a guy that is showing you that he has a promising future, and your guys that are the franchise guys only have max a 3-year window when you have a 20, 22, 23-year-old that's showing you that, like, I'm capable of being a 20-point scorer, why not invest into this young man? Like
But this is what I'm expressing to you. I am not saying that they are not investing, but again,
they not. I'm saying not the dollar guard, Jay.
I understand. What I'm saying is you're still looking at it as a parent. You gotta look at it sometimes and say, what kid? And I'll put 60% on the Warriors, but I'm still gonna put 40% on him. What could he be doing differently? You gotta ask that question, Perk. Steve Kerr has won 10 championships. He won 3 with the Bulls, some with the Spurs, Golden State. Like, he's won so many championships. He's played young players before. He's played the Kevon Looneys. He's played the Pajimskis. He's played Jordan Poole. He's dealt with Jordan Poole's crazy ass shots. Like, he's dealt with young players that they've developed into that. So we gotta say, what is it that Kuminga is missing? That's all we gotta say. Let's move on.
Before we move on to the next topic, final word, Perk, are you good?
No,
you don't need no fucking final
good.
words.
I don't want no fucking final word.
It's because you got your own unplugged 30-minute show full of words. We love it. Check it out on Sundays.
Oh, wait.
All right.
Wait, are we going to the next thing or is it?
Yeah, we're going to the next thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, because no,
What do you need?
I thought it was, he was going to say something that was on his mind. I was going to say something that's on my mind. I thought that's what, and then he just went for 15 minutes on his topic.
I didn't.
You added about 8 minutes. So when we have our little one-on-one meetings, Rich, off to the side, and you tell me to keep things moving, and now you're mad at me because I'm keeping things moving. What would you like to talk about, Rich? What's on your mind?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you see that, but I'm rocking the Soho Sixer shirt. This weekend is the 6-man volleyball tournament here in Manhattan Beach. It has been going on for 40 years, 50 years. It's a local tournament. It's bragging rights. It's volleyball players. You play 6-man on the sand, but it's a bit of a party. Now, last year we had our most disappointing 6-man in history. We don't need to get into details. It's all about how you recover. And let me say this, Soho, we have recovered. We have a squad. Our guy Chase Bunninger will be on our team. Our Olympian who wasn't there last year. We got a squad that's going to be out there. And look, there's no guarantee that we're going to win. There's no guarantee, but we always win. We win.
How many possessions will you play, Richard? How many possessions will Luke Walton play?
There's day one possessions and day 2 possessions. Day one, now it was different. When I was 34 years old and I was training 5 hours a day and playing volleyball 4 days a week, I was the day 2 player. Now that I'm 45, I'm a day 1 player.